I lost my place because of this fucking guy. Because of this motherfucker with his passive aggressive DM from my story of my written review of Send Help. So, I saw the movie Send Help, and I did a review on it on my letterbox, and I posted it on my Instagram. And I don't think I gave anything away, but I said one little thing about what if Sam Raimi had directed Castaway, and I had made little comparisons of like Sam Raimi's Evil Dead work and how that fits into the movie Send Help. And this guy was like, "So you just like spoil the movies in the review?" And I'm like, "What the fuck?" It was so aggressive. And he's a follower, which is so funny. He follows me on IG, and so then to like get upset about that, and I'm like, well, if you follow me, you've seen a lot of my reviews. And also, I posted this review pretty late in the runtime in the running of this movie. If you see a review for Send Help, maybe don't look. Here's how I feel about reviews. Most reviews, I would say, lean into spoiler territory even when they're not telling you the twists and turns of what happens in the movie. Even if they're not like going over the narrative completely, they're still telling you their opinion on what worked and what didn't work, which in my opinion is a spoiler to the experience you're about to have. I never look at reviews before I go see a movie. It's always after I've reviewed it myself, and then I look at what other people have said to see if we've linked it up on anything, or maybe I missed something, and maybe maybe my score was too low, maybe my score was too high, maybe I was being a little too harsh, or I was in a good mood and I actually watched a bad movie, and I don't let that stuff lean too heavy. But if you watch literally any review, they will break down the plot of the movie in the review, and then they'll go like, and now we're getting into spoiler territory, and it's like a lot of what you've described to me may or may not have been in the that fucking happens all the time. I didn't say jack shit about what happens in the movie. I didn't say if people survive or die. I didn't say anything about that. I didn't say jack shit. All I said is that it's on my phone. Doesn't matter. But what I did say was, what if Sam Raimi had directed Castaway? There would be the plane crash would be way funnier, which it was. And then I said that the two leads in the movie would have next to no sexual chemistry. And there is like moments where you're like, are they gonna fuck? But for the most part, it's mostly hostile. It's her getting her feet under her confidence back about herself, about how she's been treated at her corporate job, and also there would be a Evil Dead ghoul every now and again. Now, if that's what it was, because I'm only assuming that's what it was. That doesn't give anything away. If this dude is watching this, spoil. Do you want to get? I guess we can get into it real fast. We get into spoilers. There is no ghoul, like there's no living, breathing, evil, dead spirit that haunts the island they're on. If that's what you thought I had spoiled, that's the only thing. Because I didn't ask him. I didn't ask him what exactly I spoiled, because it was so the comment was so passive aggressive. Let me see if I can find it. I didn't even click on it. I should click on it. No, I don't want my shit turned on. Let's see here. Where is in my requests folders? Okay, I won't give his name. But he goes, "Do you always spoil the movie in the review, or?" And that's how he left it. Or he didn't even put a question mark, which is lazy as hell. I want to see what I said. That writing is too small. I'm gonna accept it. I'm gonna accept it right now. Except, do you always spoil the movie in the review? Let me see the review. Oh, it's so small. Oh my god, it's so small. Yeah, a random Evil Dead ghoul would appear. I can't read that shit. Whatever. Okay, I'm just gonna message him back. Hey man, what did I spoil? God, I hope he DMs me back. Please DM me back. Please. That would be amazing. Yeah, he follows me. Yeah. I don't know this guy at all. He's not a friend of mine or nothing. Oh, God, I want to know what I spoiled so bad. But yeah, essentially like no sexual chemistry between the leads, and then okay, so basic breakdown of Send Help is that Rachel McAdams, the vivacious, beautiful, talented, wonderful, charming as all get out, is actually her personality is wanting. I'm gonna say I thought she was just gonna be this like meek little, like little mousy character who just like kind of like lets people walk all over her, but she is charming. I almost kind of thought she was gonna be more of a oh god, like a romantic comedy main character, like the girl who is a nerd who wears, she's got paint on her overalls. She's got her hair in a ponytail and glasses, and she's paint. Guys, there's paint on her overalls. But she's really actually cool. Like fucking Not Another Teen Movie character, or the fucking She's All That, or is that the movie? Whatever, the one where Freddie Prinze Jr. Makes a bet with his homies that he could turn this Zero into the prom queen, and because she's one of the more beautiful women you've ever seen, except she's just like, she just doesn't get gussied up, Or I thought she'd be kind of like she'd be like the character from 10 Things I Hate About You. Not the big sister, but the little sister. I can't remember fucking literally anyone's names other than Heath Ledger and Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Anyway, moving on. So I thought she was gonna be a little bit more like the from 10 Things I Hate About You, the sister that Joseph Gordon-Levitt falls in love with. I thought she was gonna be kind of like cute and mousy, like have a having like strong intentions, but is kind of like like weighed down by the men in her life who kind of keep her from reaching her full potential. But truly, her character, Rachel McAdams' character in Send Help, is fucking annoying. Like, her character is even in the context that she's in a corporate world and she doesn't get gussied up like the other gals. She wears really heavy, baggy, drab clothing, and she's always eating tuna fish at her desk, and it's always like stuck on her face, and it smells, and everyone's like, fucking ew, Rachel, get it together. And everyone's annoyed by her. Like, no one likes her at all. She is a pariah at her office. And like when it starts, like nobody's kind of like talking to her, and you kind of think it's just because of how she dresses, but she's really kind of cool. She's fucking not cool. She's obsessed with Survivor. She has a bird. She talks to the bird, and in this like really annoying, overbearing kind of way, where she's trying to offset how not cool she is by talking a lot and like trying to joke with people and trying to like get their attention with how Like if she's loud, if she's cool, if she's nice, and if she seems like she's having a good time, she's like everyone's gonna love her. And it really is an annoying, like that annoying lady at your job who's just like tells you stories that are too long, that you don't care about, and you have to be like, and always like inviting herself to stuff she's just not invited to. You lean over to talk to your desk mate that you are friends with, and you're like, hey, we're all gonna go karaoke after this, and then they just come up and they're like, I love karaoke. What are we gonna? This is literally a scene. What are we gonna? I can't wait. It's gonna be great. Oh, a beer, and I belt out this song. It's one of my favorites, and it's some obscure song. That's her personality. And then she's in this world, and her bosses and the peers are the worst. They really are the worst people. Like, if you had to choose who you would be around, if you had to choose these fucking asshole idiots or her, you would probably choose her. Really, you'd choose neither of them. That's how I feel. I'd be like, okay, you could go with the supposed alpha male guys who are being clearly homophobic, probably a racist, or you could go be with the annoying bird lady. It's like, I think I'll kick it on my own. I don't think I need either of them, unless, gun to my head, I had to pick, I guess, Rachel McAdams, which would be the right choice given the circumstance they later find themselves in, when she has to prove that she is good. She gets overlooked for a vice president job, and then this is all stuff that's kind of in the trailer, but again, as I explain it, this shit is spoilery. It's like I'm spoiling the movie. This is how reviews go. What did you? I'm like getting upset. I shouldn't get upset about it. It's really not that big of a deal, but I'm just like, that was the least spoilery fucking review I've ever put out. More often than not, I have no discretion when it comes to spoilers. This might not even be a review of Send Help. As far as I'm concerned, it's really not now. It's about this guy's penchant for being passive aggressive towards my review, about how it's spoiled. I can't get over it. You've completely shifted my focus to your comment, which is what he wanted, I guess. It's just like, what the fuck are you talking about? There's so much more to the movie. The twists and turns in this movie are they're so great. They're so creative. To talk about those would be spoilery. They would be spoiling the movie if I were to be like, and then twist, this happened, blah, yada yada. Like when I did my review about The Skulls or Glass House, those movies are fucking 20 years old. So, how much spoiler warning do you really need? If you're clicking on a movie that old, if you're clicking on a review of an old ass movie, and you haven't seen it, that's on you. However, if I do talk about how Send Help ends, you already know. I don't even need to explain it. I don't know why I'm harping on it. It's also just because it's like, why be passive aggressive about it? Just be like, oh man, I can't believe you spoiled it. Why do you have to be a cock? That's cock behavior. We have this new thing me and my sister do. It's called the cunt alert. It's when you tell a story about someone being shitty to you, and then you yell out cunt alert, and that's this guy. You made my cunt alert, brother. Okay, so the dynamic between Rachel McAdams and her boss being the only two on this deserted island, with Sam Raimi being attached, it is probably the most Sam Raimi. It's the most Sam Raimi, but also it's a pretty linear way of telling. There's a few moments where the editing for the movie is very strange, where there'll like be a scene, then it'll fade to black, then they'll be somewhere else. They'll fade to black, they'll be somewhere else, and it's sort of confusing in the flow of the story. You're like, they were having this scene by the fire, fades to black, and then she wakes up and she's like on the floor, and then another scene where she's like traversing through the island looking for fresh water and food and all this stuff to keep them alive, and then she sees something, and then it fades to black, and then it's another new scene, and it kind of goes like that. So when it gets to the end, we get to these moments where we cut back to those moments that fade to black and then fill in those gaps. Except there's like a few scenes that did exactly that, and then we didn't go back to explain more. Like there's this whole scene where they're conversing at night. It fades to black, she wakes up on the ground, and then there's these two sandy palm prints like perfectly around her body. So it looks like the guy was on top of Rachel McAdams at some point while she was passed out. Did he give her something? Was she pretending? Like, what was that? But that's never explained, but the other parts are explained. It's like that scene is so prominently fixated on her in that position and the things around her, you notice it. You can't help but notice it. So when then that's not explained later and everything else is kind of being explained, you're like, okay, that seems like a weird editing choice, which I didn't like. So there was some inconsistencies in the editing choices that kind of made me go, okay, what exactly was the point of that? Other than that, I find this movie to be, Rachel McAdams kills it, very charming. One of my favorite scenes in the movie is when she is clearly thriving on the island and he isn't, and he's so pissed off about it that he decides, I can do it. I've watched you do it. I think I got this. And then he tries to survive on his own, and she is crushing it on her camp. She's just loving it. There's some stuff about her like really loving Survivor that's like just shoved down your throat. You know, it's like they pan over to all these survival books. Then she's watching Survivor with her bird. Then later on, there's like a whole other Survivor reference, and you're like, I got it. I get it. Okay. We get when they land on the island, she's gonna be ready. She's gonna be great at this. I know. Even if I didn't watch the trailer, which gives that away. Spoiler alert. Does this motherfucker not watch trailers either? Going back slightly, what the fuck? Why are you so upset over my little thing about the Evil Dead ghoul? Do you not watch the trailers either? Are you one of those prim proper guys that just sees the poster? Is the poster giving too much away? Is her covered in blood and in a business suit surrounded by palm trees too much? Was that too much of oh god, at one point she's going to be covered in blood. Spoiler alert. I can't even take it. I can't take when people spoil it. It's like, I wanted to be surprised when she got covered in blood. Now I know I'm going to be waiting for it. I can't enjoy the movie until I can't enjoy it now because she's going to be covered in blood at some point. I'm just going to be sitting here going like, when's that going to happen? You fucking asshole. It's just like, I wouldn't harp on it so much. I really wouldn't. If he just approached it in a different way. If he just was like, oh man, so there's Evil Dead ghouls, you spoiled that. I would have been like, there's no Evil Dead ghouls. I didn't spoil anything. You'll be fine. They don't go to it. I'll just say this. They don't go to an island and it just happens to be infested with demons and ghouls and Evil Dead. It's not like Evil Dead 3 or 4, I guess. It's not Evil Dead 4. It's just like, you know, There's just little things that Sam does. That's all. Saying any more would spoil it. I lost my place because of this fucking guy. Because of this motherfucker with his passive-aggressive DM from my story of my written review of Send Help. I'm, you know, when you're just like, you're trying to let it go, and but you're just reminded as you're going through it all, you're like, fuck you. Fuck you, dude. Okay. All right. I'm going to let it go. I'm letting it go. Send Help is really funny. It's crazy. There's a lot of really funny scenes that aren't violent, and there's a lot of really funny scenes that are very violent, and that's what I love about Sam Raimi movies, is he somehow makes gruesome violence hilarious. Editing choices are bizarre and kind of remove me from the moment, make me more confused than anything. Other than that, I thought they both crushed it in the movie. Both leads, they really fucking brought it home. They rocked, and I loved it. I thought it was great. I would give it probably a 7 out of 10. If you want me to review something, you think I'll like it, or if you think I'll hate it, you can definitely request it. I would love to watch it, review it, have a field day with either one. Again, I'm working my way through the James Bond series at the moment, so I'm in the midst of that, which I'm very I'm excited about. I'm excited to talk to you guys about it because it's fucking insane. But that's my review of Send Help. If you thought I spoiled it, you can go fuck yourself. You can blow me. Let it go, man. Let it go. You're living in the past. You're living in the past. You know what? For you, friend who sent me that, I give you one of these.
I don't use the word hero very often, but you are the greatest hero in American history.